So if you guys are wondering why I started living in my car, when I was really young, I started going through some foster homes. I was taken out of my biological home for some very bad abuse. And I went through several foster homes over and over and over again. And each one of them, I never had my own permanent place to live. And so when I finally did get my own apartment, 2020 hit, and I could no longer afford living there. Living in New Jersey has such a high rate for apartments to live. A $2,000 apartment is just fit for a studio, and minimum wage is $15. It's not livable. So I just decided that living in my car was the best way to go.
Listen to me when I say you need to ditch the idea of paying rent and move into an RV like yesterday. We've been doing it nearly 3 years, and the only regret we have is not doing it sooner. My husband and I met in college, and we always say that if we knew about it then, we would have ditched dorm life and went straight into RV living. Yeah, the spaces are smaller and it's considered tiny living, but so are a lot of these apartments nowadays. And if you haven't searched up Travel Trailer or Fifth Wheel, they're about the same size as an apartment. You'd be surprised. Rather than spending the majority of your income on your monthly rent that grants you about 31 days, you could pay a fraction of that you'd put towards your RV that you'd eventually own, and you could live wherever you want. RVs have bathrooms, they've got showers and toilets, there are full kitchens, dishwashers, multiple rooms with doors and locks. There are some really nice campgrounds and resorts that you could park your RV at. So if that's something that you've been interested in, I've got all the steps at the top of my page linked under How to RV Guide. Get out of the rat race, leave hustle culture, and stop spending all your time and money on a home that you barely can spend any time in. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Go check the link at the top of my page. It's got 10 of the first and most important steps that you have to take before you start RVing. What are you waiting for?
With the rent being too high in America, I live in my car, and people always ask, like, how do I sleep? So I'm going to show you guys. But I need to get you guys on to Huckleberry ice cream or Huckleberry anything. It is delicious. Like, phenomenal. Better than blueberries, better than strawberries. Well, let's get ready for bed. So when it's nighttime, if it's cold, I have a blanket, but pretty much I just close my eyes, put my hands up like this so it's comfortable, and then I just wait until I fall asleep. It's that simple. You just sleep like a normal person. I'm just kidding. So I don't sleep in the driver's seat. I sleep on this side. My entire right side of the car is a mattress. See this gray part? It's a memory foam mattress, so it's super cozy and comfortable. It is a little messy right now. I need to work on my cable management, but back there you could see my blanket, and this is my silk pillow. It's also memory foam and cooling. I highly suggest you get a silk pillowcase. They're very comfy. But yeah, if anybody wants to try out the mattress, let me know.
I'm homeless, and I used to be on the honor roll.
Now I'm in college, and I'm living in my car.
I'm in Florida, and none of my family is with me here, so I'm completely alone down here.
This is my first time ever, living alone.
Once college is up, I'm gonna move to my brother's, and college ends in 3 months for me. I'm learning a lot here.
Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, we are talking about this topic which has been affecting a lot of Americans living in a car because rent is too high, guys. So if you find this video valuable, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our future updates. So living in a car might sound extreme, but it's becoming a more common choice for people who simply can't afford the rising cost of rent. With housing costs outpacing income growth, many are forced to find alternatives living in arrangements. Today we are going to explore why this is happening, what life is it like living in a car, and what can be done about it. So the primary reason people are resorting to live in their cars is the high cost of rent. In many cities, even in modest apartment can consume a significant portion of individuals' income. When people lose their jobs, face unexpected medical bills, or experience other financial hardships, they might find themselves unable to keep up with the rent. Without sufficient saving or a social safety, Living in a car became a last option. Living in a car is far from easy. It comes with numerous challenges, include finding safe places to park overnight, maintaining hygiene, and managing food and water supply. Privacy is limited, and staying warm in winter or cool in summer can be difficult. Despite this hardship for many, it remains a better option than homelessness on the street. The mental and emotional toll of living in a car can be severe. The cost and stress of not having a stable home, the stigma attached to homelessness, and the lack of personal space can lead to anxiety, depression, and other medical issues. It's a daily struggle that affects every aspect of life, from work to social relationship. People living in their cars often develop routines and strategies to cope with this situation. Some find gyms where they can shower and maintain hygiene. Others rely on libraries and public spaces for internet access and a place to spend their days. Community support, such as the local food bank and outreach programs, can provide essential resources and sense of connection. Friends, despite these challenges, many people show incredible resilience. They find ways to adapt and make their best of their situations. Some even share their experiences and tips online, creating a community of support and solidarity. These stories highlight the strength and determination of individuals facing through circumstances. Another thing is addressing this issue requires both immediate and long-term solutions. On the immediate front, cities can provide safe parking areas, access to facilities, and outreach services to those living in vehicles. Long-term solutions include increasing the availability of affordable housing, raising the minimum wage, and expanding social safety net to prevent people from falling into such directions in the first place. Living in a car is a harsh reality that too many people are facing due to high rent costs. It's a symptom of broader systematic issue in our society that is urgent attention. By raising awareness and advocating for change, we can work toward a future where everyone has access to this affordable housing. So, guys, living in a car is not easy. Like, you need a lot, like, even your mental healthy. Because just imagine some of the people, they don't have big cars, they only have small cars. This is where their bed is, and this is where they change their clothes if they didn't go to bath with the clothes. We need all a safe environment. We need some space and private sometimes where you can sleep properly. But these people, they end up sleeping on the chairs of the cars. Guys, it's not really easy for these guys. And another thing is, if you're a lady and just living in a car, you might be raped, or maybe you can come across people who can do bad things to you. So you have to look for safe places. Like every time you don't feel like you're safe, you get my point. You have to keep yourself every time safe because you live alone in that car, and the car is not sure. That's one thing we should think. And the other thing is just thinking of how the society is just judging you is another factor where some of the people, they say even bad things about you. They feel like you've really failed in life. You know what people can say, and sometimes just looking at your age and you feel like you failed as a person. But don't worry, it's not hard to it's not a bad idea to start afresh. Anyone can start afresh at any time where they feel like you can start afresh, guys. And don't be discouraged. Just keep pushing, keep working, and soon you're going to get your homes back. And most of the people, they lost their houses because of the pandemic, which was the COVID-19, which came out the outbreak. So a lot of people lost their jobs and they didn't have enough money to pay for their rentals. Okay, so guys, that's my thinking. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know. Kindly subscribe to this channel. Bye bye.